Amal is a 9-year-old Syrian girl. She's a refugee in our story. She's left her homeland and is on this incredible adventure that starts on the border of Syria and goes all the way to Manchester. I've been working with 250 partners across 65 cities to create artistic events that welcome her along her journey.
So Footprints came from a desire to try and encourage children's empathetic responses through emotion, through art and through their language to the refugee situation. And obviously we wanted to be involved with the City of Culture and welcome them out to our city, which is well known for acceptance and diversity. So as a school this year, we've been working on changing how children perceive refugees. So we celebrated Refugee Week and that helped raise awareness of refugees. And what we'd like is for our children to become the citizens that cause change in the future of how refugees are perceived generally and also how they're welcomed into our city. What's special about you? What's special about Amal? I want you on your whiteboard to start thinking about things that you could say or write to Amal to make her feel welcome when she arrives in Coventry. How could we go out of our way to welcome somebody? Think about if somebody comes to your house, how do you welcome them?
You can come in.
Yeah, you can come in. So inviting. That might be a good word to use to describe it. So you're inviting somebody in. So this morning children have been discussing welcome and what the word means to them. And then they went on to sort of mind map things that they could do to welcome Amal to Coventry, what's special about Coventry and what things we've got in our city that she might like to see when she arrives. So originally the children sort of came up with the quite sort of straightforward ways of welcoming them by saying hello and waving and shaking hands and things. But then they did think a little bit more deeply about perhaps we could have a party or a festival or a celebration to welcome Amal. Maybe people could go out and meet her in the street. And then they went on to write messages. Some of them chose to write those messages in different languages, which was amazing. And they wanted her to see the messages that they'd written to make her feel warm and make her feel happy and excited to be here. That means she's going to have walked around 10 million steps. It's a really, really, really long way. So how do you think we could use this idea of footprints to welcome Amal? So behind her, from where she's left Syria to all the way up to Manchester, she's going to have left like a little part of her journey, isn't she, in her footprints? Thinking about all these amazing things that you've said, could we also welcome Amal in different languages? So I know that some of you speak a different language at home, and I know that we've been learning Spanish as a school, so you might know a few words in Spanish that you could use to welcome Amal, or you might have a home language that you could use to write on your footprint. So the way we'd envisage using the footprints is as a whole school display. So every child in the school will make a footprint and then they will be displayed on the outside of the building. I think things have gone really well. The children were really engaged in the project. They understood what the idea was behind it and they really thought about what welcome means and how we can, as a school, welcome children into our building, but also as Amal, welcoming her to the City of Coventry.